what we're going to be doing today. That book talked about the story of Daisy, who not appreciated in her house. Why? Can somebody help us? Why? Because she did not give birth to a child at first. Am I refreshing your memory?
Yep.
Now, after she gave birth to a child, she had another issue. What was the issue? She could not give birth to a male child. Right? One begins to ask. There's a silent question in that book, I believe a lot of us, even teachers who taught me about the book and myself when I read the book, we did not ask ourselves. And the question is this: why must we actually give birth to children? Why must we actually give birth to children? I mean, why did your mom and your dad have to come together to give birth to you?
Because you want
In the Bible,
to multiply.
going to the water multiply.
Oh yeah, multiply.
Obeying the law.
Alright, somebody said because the Bible says, go ye and multiply. I think there is a difference between go ye and multiply and go ye and give birth to children. Don't you think so? See, the truth of the matter is this. When we start to critically look at it, and I believe it is important to ask ourselves those questions. When you think about it, things like this begin to come into your mind. Your mom and your dad gave birth to you because they wanted a doctor. Your mom and your dad gave birth to you because they wanted a lawyer. Your mom and your dad gave birth to you because they wanted a teacher. And let's be frank with ourselves. Why did they want a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher? In most cases, it is because they've gone to the hospital before and it was expensive. Now they want a child who is going to make it less expensive for them. Seriously. A lot of you here who probably will be thinking of giving birth to children are already considering the type of children you want to give birth to and what you want them to do. Now, when you answer that question, I mean, when we come to understand that we've been giving birth to because our parents want something from us or because the society wants something from us, then it leads us to the topic of what we are discussing here today. And if you can just get the title of the topic, I'm satisfied. Can I say it?
Yes.
And it is simply this: you are the answer to somebody's prayer.
Amen.
Can we say it together? I am the answer to somebody's
prayer.
I doubt if you are saying it like you really believe it. I am the It's quite interesting when you understand that you are the answer to somebody's prayer. I mean, your family would not be experiencing the joy they have now if not because they have you and the possibility of what you can become. I don't know if we're together. Your family would not be happy now if not because they have you and because of the joy that gives them. In fact, I am proud to be here today and I surely am happy with Clapat, and I want to make a promise to the school today that the best way I can to serve the development of this school, I'm going to do it. The reason is this: I love people who actually have passion for the development of people, and I see that in Mr. George. And it is also important you know the way you treat him is actually going to determine the way you become in future. None of you might have issues with him because you feel he's the best, or because you feel you want him to be the best. But these people, as a teacher and a student, are you the best? The answer to that question is no. I think it's high time we come down from our high horses and let's tell ourselves the truth. A lot of people have time to backbite. A lot of people have time to insult others. A lot of people have time to do a lot of nonsense things. Nonsense in quotes. Forgetting that they have their own problem on their own to solve. I am here simply to challenge you that if you don't start taking practical steps as to accomplishing that reason why you were created, you will suffer for it. The best you can do in the secondary school is 6 years. And some of you are already rounding up that 6 years. After the 6 years, you are going to come outside the real world. And if you are not prepared for it, you are going to get knocked down. I'm telling you, if you don't prepare yourself for it, because people come to school and they give you assignments, they are saying, do this assignment, you ignore it. And they say, come on time, you ignore coming on time. And they say, dress nicely, you ignore coming or dressing nicely. It's not a course. But for some, 2 years will tell. But for some, 3 years will tell. In fact, if we can be sincere with ourselves, some persons are already pregnant. And some persons will be before it happens. Because some people think what they want to be concerned about is the things of life or the pleasures of life. Again, you need to know that you are the answer to somebody's prayer. I like this quote very much and I want to share it with you as I round up. It says this: the reality of the realities of today was the dreams of yesterday. Therefore, the realities of tomorrow will be the dreams of what? Today. And simply put, when I look at that, when I ask myself, who are the persons to dream this dream? I dream of secondary school students. And in fact, I've learned how to actually call them FutureHANDS. I mean, today we have Microsoft. Microsoft was not there 100 years ago. 100 years after, what are we going to have? Somebody here is going to start it. I mean, we listen to songs. You listen to Davido and the rest of them, and a lot of people dance. That's nice. That's a wow. But you know what? Those songs cannot exist 50 years after. Where is African Queen now? Somebody here is going to sing a song that the next generation is going to work on. And I believe that's somebody here. You are the answer to somebody's prayer. You are the answer to somebody's prayer. Every day you wake up, every day you come to school, every day you spend time in your class, every day you go home, and every day you do whatever it is you do. I want you to always remind yourself that you are the answer to somebody's prayer.